They actually had odds that, she was like third or fourth in the betting odds to be MVP of the WNBA. That's such a slap in the face to every WNBA player. It's unbelievable, right?
Welcome to our Sport Pulse, a space where passion, analysis, and insider perspective converge to bring you the real story behind every headline. Today's narrative centers on a drama unfolding behind the scenes of a newly launched women's basketball league. In this saga, a prominent investor whose identity has been shrouded in a mixture of secrecy and controversy finds himself in the crosshairs of fate. Known for making offhand, disparaging remarks about a rising rookie sensation, he now faces the bitter irony of watching his once optimistic investment crumble before our very eyes. We're talking about an investor who, despite his earlier attempts to remain inconspicuous, has been forced into the spotlight ever since his comments about a promising rookie made headlines for over a month. This same individual, whom many refer to by his moniker, Geno.
There's a lot of investors in this league. One investor, been trying to keep quiet about, his investment in the league ever since his
is not just a sideline critic, but actually a part owner in this very league. Yes, you heard that right. In an unexpected twist that has left both fans and critics reeling, his past quips about a young star's ability have come back to haunt him, as the league's fortunes now take a dramatic downturn. Let's start by setting the stage. Picture this: a league that's brimming with potential investors, each hoping to be a part of the next big breakthrough in women's sports. Among these backers, one investor, Geno, had managed to fly under the radar for a while, carefully avoiding the limelight despite his substantial financial involvement. That all changed when he began making snarky remarks about a young rookie, a player who had shown immense promise in college and was on the verge of transforming the professional landscape. Geno, a self-styled basketball guru known for his confident yet contentious opinions, once declared that this rookie, Caitlin Clark, simply did not have what it took to succeed in the professional arena. His comments, delivered with a mix of bravado and dismissiveness, quickly spread across sports media and social platforms. They sparked a wave of outrage and disbelief not only among die-hard fans, but also within the broader community of women's basketball enthusiasts. Critics argued that his underestimation of the rookie was not only ill-advised, but emblematic of a broader issue, a failure to recognize the evolving dynamics of the sport.
Comments that he made about a young rookie pretty much, had him in the headlines for about a month and a half. That is Auriemma, dog. I'm here to tell you, he's part owner of this league.
Yet, despite the controversy, Geno maintained his stance, even as he quietly continued his financial support of the league. He seemed to believe that his investment, bolstered by his own insight, was destined to reap rewards, if only his chosen talent could somehow overcome what he called inherent limitations. But as the saying goes, the universe has a way of balancing the scales. And in this case, his dismissal of Caitlin Clark would prove to be one of the most costly miscalculations in recent sports history. While the investor's narrative of skepticism continued to dominate headlines for weeks, a very different story was unfolding on the court. Caitlin Clark, the very player at the center of this controversy, was turning every doubter's prediction on its head with an explosive rookie campaign. Her performance has been nothing short of historic, a dazzling display of athleticism, vision, and leadership that has left critics speechless. In the early days of her professional career, Clark was, quite literally, the underdog. Many pundits and investors alike had pegged her as a player who might struggle with the physicality and pace of the pro game. Betting odds even suggested that she had only a moderate chance, third or fourth in line, to capture the league's most valuable player award. Such projections were not just a miscalculation, they were a direct slap in the face of every player who has ever fought to prove that talent, determination, and heart can defy expectations. Fast forward to today, and the numbers are in. Clark is posting averages that defy the initial pessimism, scoring nearly 20 points per game, dishing out over 8 assists, and pulling down close to 6 rebounds in every outing.
Friday night, and well, as you can expect, they unraveled, as I like to say. Not good. I mean, we're basically at half the ratings now of the day.
These aren't just solid numbers, they're historical milestones that highlight her as one of the most promising talents to ever grace the league. Each game sees her shattering records, rewriting the expectations of what a rookie can accomplish, and in doing so, underscoring the profound error of those who doubted her potential. For many, this isn't simply about statistics or records, It's about a larger narrative of empowerment, resilience, and the redefining of women's basketball. Clark isn't just proving her critics wrong. She's setting a new standard for excellence in a sport that has long been overlooked by the mainstream. Her meteoric rise serves as a reminder that the game is evolving, and that genuine talent will always shine brighter than the pessimism of a few misguided voices. When we delve into the numbers, the picture becomes even more troubling for those who place their bets on this league. Geno Auriemma's investment, which at one point might have been seen as a golden ticket, is now facing severe financial headwinds. The league's business model, initially touted as revolutionary, now appears to be as unstable as a house of cards in a storm. For many of the investors involved, including ARA, the stakes were astronomical. It wasn't simply about funding a new sports venture, it was about backing what they believed to be the future of women's basketball. The amount of capital poured into this league could have, in another scenario, funded a small island resort or provided scholarships for countless deserving students. Instead, these funds are now at risk of evaporating in a market that has proven to be unforgiving, without the draw of a bona fide superstar. To put it into perspective, one source revealed that league had reportedly offered a six-figure sum, roughly triple the standard compensation for many players, to secure Caitlin Clark's participation.
Owners of the Unrivaled, and let's be real, this league will not make it if they don't get Caitlin Clark involved. And I think they realize that.
Some industry voices even suggested that if the league truly wanted to flip the script and guarantee success, they would have needed to offer her a multi-million-dollar contract, perhaps in the realm of $10 million. Such figures may sound astronomical to the average observer, but in the high-stakes world of sports investments, they're a testament to the premium placed on marquee talent. What this financial debacle illustrates is a fundamental misstep: the assumption that throwing money at a problem would naturally result in success. The backers, including ARA, believed that their investment in the league would be self-sustaining if they simply provided the necessary funds. However, as the numbers now indicate, without a genuine superstar like Caitlin Clark lighting up the scoreboard and captivating audiences, no amount of cash injection can salvage a sinking ship. This isn't just about short-term ratings, it's about the long-term viability of a league built on shaky foundations. The irony of the situation is almost palpable.
Remember? Angel Reese said she was also the draw. Did you guys forget about that? The hottest woman basketball player on the planet isn't involved.
Geno ARA, who once made headlines for dismissing Caitlin Clark's potential, is now forced to confront the repercussions of his own hubris. It's a classic case of you reap what you sow. Every dismissive remark, every public underestimation of a rising talent has now culminated in a dramatic financial and reputational downfall. One must wonder what was going through his mind when he signed those multi-million-dollar checks. Did he truly believe that he could create a sustainable, thriving league without the star power that modern sports demand? His vision appeared to be rooted in the notion that his financial acumen would override the need for talent. In many ways, it's reminiscent of trying to produce a blockbuster film without any A-list actors. No matter how compelling the script might be, without recognizable stars to draw the crowds, the movie is destined to underperform at the box office. Adding to the irony is the fact that while ARA's investment is hemorrhaging money,
Involved in the Unrivaled, and weeks in, ratings are down under 100,000 viewers. So where's the lie? What am I missing?
Now, Auriemma's
Caitlin Clark is out there shattering records and defying expectations with every game. With averages that boast nearly 20 points, over 8 assists, and close to 6 rebounds per match, she isn't merely surviving the transition to professional play, she's thriving. Her achievements on the court are a resounding statement that talent, hard work, and the right mindset will always trump misguided assumptions and short-sighted investments. It's also worth noting that the public's reaction to these developments has been one of both schadenfreude and astonishment. Many fans, particularly those who had grown tired of ARA's dismissive comments, have taken solace in the fact that the tables have finally turned. The same voices that once ridiculed his predictions are now watching in disbelief as the consequences of his underestimation ripple through the league.
Got to give her $10 million to play in this thing. I know some people will laugh at that, but you've got no chance of turning a profit if you don't get Caitlin Clark involved in this.
In a way, this is a lesson not only in the unpredictability of sports, but also in the importance of backing genuine talent over personal biases. For those who have followed this story from its inception, it's clear that there's much more at play than a mere financial transaction. The saga of Caitlin Clark's rise and the subsequent fallout from Geno Auriemma's investment is a multifaceted tale of ambition, miscalculation, and the shifting landscape of women's sports. There was a time when the narrative was simple: invest big, hope for the best, and watch as a new league revolutionizes the game. However, the reality turned out to be far more complex. Behind every multi-million-dollar deal lies a series of decisions, some informed,